It got me panicky for a second. Oh, I'm so pissed.
I've never felt so scared before in my life.
Welcome to a week in my life as an on-call engineer at Amazon. If you're not familiar with what on-call means, when people use our software and something breaks, whether it be bugs, outages, or general customer inquiries, one engineer has to be available 24/7 to respond. And that's what the on-call rotation is. Here at Amazon, the worst issues are called SWEs. They're hideous. They page you awake in the middle of the night, and you'll see plenty of them coming this week. But now here's the fun part. Keep track of how many times I got paged and drop your guesses in the comment section below. I'll pick one person who guessed it correctly for a giveaway, and I'll show you the prize at the end of this video. The experience with on-call at Amazon highly depends on a variety of factors such as your team scope, how many people there are in the rotation, and so much more.
Can I get a oat milk matcha latte?
Here's it.
Thank you.
To give you some context, we have about 5 people in the rotation right now, so I'm on call almost once a month. And as you saw in the title, this is my last on call at Amazon, and I'll explain more about it later in the video.
Hello, I just got home from work. Didn't get to work on on-call too much because I had a feature that I had to deploy. Luckily, there's not really that many customer tickets, so it was pretty chill. While the sun is really pretty right now, I'm gonna take some thumbnail pictures for my next video, as well as film this one really interesting shot that hopefully works out alright. Morning. Right now it's 10 a.m. So as part of the on-call on Wednesdays, we have office hours. If other teams in Amazon have any questions for us, they will come. There's one person who signed up for it, but for some reason, I couldn't open the file that she sent. So I shoot her a message like, I can't open the file. Do you still want to chat? And she never responded. So that was that. It has been pretty slow today, which is good. I'm currently making a granola yogurt bowl. I have beetroot powder over here. I'm gonna blend the yogurt with the beetroot powder for some overall energy boost. And I'm gonna put in some granola as well as this Hokkaido condensed milk. And ta-da! This is my granola yogurt bowl. I usually would put in fruits too, but I don't have any at the moment, so we're just gonna go with this.
You might think that on-call is all quiet like this, but as soon as I got to the office, I got hit with the first SWE of the week. So it's time to deal with that.
Hello, I got myself a little meeting room. So I wanted to tell you guys about the SWE that I've been experiencing just now. Something actually happened to our system and it did have actual customer impact, but luckily it was because of a dependency issue. So all I could do was to communicate clearly in the ticket and to all the customers about how we are experiencing this error. It took me about 20 to 30 minutes to fully understand what was happening as well as communicating to everyone who needs to know about it.
So I just got home from work. I think the SWE that has been going on for the whole day is still an issue right now. So I'm gonna check on it again. Yep, still no fix. So there's nothing I can do at the moment besides to just patiently wait. And with that being said, I think I'm done for the day.
I bought a new walking pad recently to pair with my desk, so after work, I just spent the night editing with my new setup.
Hello, it's currently 2:30 a.m. I was in a really nice deep sleep when I heard the alarms that woke me up. I almost decided to not film this, but I decided that since I'm filming a week in the life of an on-call engineer at Amazon, I have to pick up the phone and film every snippet of my life, especially when it comes to waking up in the middle of the morning and dealing with SWE tickets. I was really confused on why I was getting paged because I got re-paged by the same ticket that has something to do with the outage today, but I'm pretty sure I put it in a state where I won't get paged. What the heck? Oh, I'm so pissed. Okay, it's been what, 20 minutes since I started filming. I was pretty angry when I got the page initially because I didn't hear any explanation on why I'm getting paged. So I pulled up the audit history and I realized it's a 3-day-old new hire from Beijing. It's currently their working hours. They probably accidentally changed the status of the issue that I was working on, which got me paged late at night. Now it all makes sense, but at the moment I was pretty mad. So I shoot an angry message like, hey, you do understand that when you do this, someone in the United States, it's gonna get paged awake in the middle of the night, right? But then they kept apologizing, like, oh, sorry, it was an accident. So it helped me calm down. You know what? If I were 3-day old, I would probably do some things like this too. So I don't think it was intentional. It did remind me that I do have to take a look at this issue again, because this issue is still the same issue from what happened earlier today. I just checked the status again. It seems like it's being mitigated, which meant I had to do all the communications downstream to our customers and our team about the latest status update. So that's what I was doing for the past 20 minutes. Luckily, this doesn't involve any troubleshooting, and it was just communication. Honestly, I really hate waking up in the middle of the night having to turn on my engineering brain to be able to troubleshoot. So anything that's not that is already a blessing for me. That being said, now that I'm woken up, we can chat a little bit about how's my team's on-call typically like. As you probably can already tell, the volume of tickets on my team isn't too crazy. We receive any number between 2 to 15 pages over a week, which is not bad because I do have friends who gets paged 50 times or some crazy number over a week. But we do have a lot of midnight pages, like the one that I just had. Typically they're false alarms, but it just annoys the heck out of me when I have to get woken up in the middle of the night. I remember there was one week where I got woken up at 4 a.m. one day, and then 5 a.m. the second day, and then 7 a.m. subsequently on the same night. So that was hell of a week. But yeah, I know definitely this is one of the better on-calls in the entirety of Amazon, so I am grateful of that. It's 3:06 a.m. already, and I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
20 minutes later.
Just popping back again because after 20 minutes, I still can't fall asleep. I've been getting this chronic back/shoulder pain. It started off being intermittent, but now it's constant and it's keeping me from sleep. So that was also why I was extremely pissed when I had to wake up in the middle of the night, because I knew how hard it was to find a good position to sleep in. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'll be able to find that position soon. I'm tapping out. Bye.
Hello, I just got home from work. I thought it would be a good time to catch up because I do have some stuff that I want to tell you guys about. I was just working a lot on a lot of the lower priorities tickets that I didn't get a chance to catch up on, and I'm currently mentoring a summer intern. I really enjoyed working the whole summer with him, and he was making his final presentation. I'm really happy about how he has come so far, and tomorrow is going to be his last day. So that is an end of an era. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, I'm sure some of you probably clicked into this video because I said it's going to be my last on-call at Amazon. And the reason of that is I've been feeling a lot of stress. I started feeling the symptoms about 2 months ago, and the burnout got to a point where it was so bad that I had to seek out psychiatrists to get me prescriptions. So I am on antidepressants right now. I started having chronic back pain, but most importantly, I also started having traumatic flashbacks that once it happens to me, I am left in the state which I just cannot be productive. It has deeply affected my ability to do everything that is expected of me. So when the burnout happened, I took 2 days off of work, which I documented in this vlog over here. The first day I was back at work, I started feeling traumatic flashbacks and severe anxiety and depression again. And I really, really wanted to start taking a medical leave back then, but I decided to not do that because I have a project that's still pending. But more importantly, because my intern was only 4 weeks into his internship, and I really wanted for him to have a good cohesive experience at Amazon. And this week, with his internship wrapping up, I can finally take a break. Tomorrow is my intern's last day, but I will still be on call until next Tuesday, which I think it would be a good time to then start taking medical leave, because I also don't want anyone to pick up on call last minute. So Tuesday, when my on-call shift ends, that will be the last day that I will be working at Amazon, at least for a while. It's pretty hard to say out loud. I did not rehearse what I was gonna say. Now that I'm speaking it out loud, it sounds like news even to my ears, even though I've been contemplating about this for about 2 months. But I did not submit the form yet. I'm about to do that tomorrow. It's gonna be a very eventful day tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.
Somehow, after this long day, I summoned the energy to go to Costco later at night.
We spent $160.
And strangely enough, walking through the aisles helped me calm my nervous system a little bit. A small reset after a very long day.
Good morning. I kind of like woke up naturally at 6. Ever since then, I can't really fall back asleep. It's about 8 now, and I still have some time before work. I decided to do some lashes. I first started trying out lash extensions back in March, right before my Guatemala trip, and I absolutely loved it. But the only thing that I don't really like about it is how expensive it is. Honestly, my skills aren't that good yet, but I'm gonna give it another try. Hello. So today was my intern's last day. He was so sweet. He brought donuts to the office and shared his goodbye messages. And then somehow we had meetings all day on a Friday, which is not what typically we do. After all those meetings, I finally got the chance to do one last one-on-one with my intern, which was so bittersweet because I am so proud of the work that he did during his internship. But at the same time, because of the mental health issues, I could have done better to help him have a better experience during his internship. I am currently on the page to submit my application for leave of absence, and I'm actually so scared. Now that my intern's internship is over, I feel like I can finally take a break, but I also feel an increased sense of dread. What if taking a break takes away my meaning and my value as a person? It's pretty crazy because I have some friends who was about to take this as well, and they all told me about how they get stuck on the last page and then spiral in their head before finally clicking the submit. I would have not known that this would happen to me. Okay, let me finish fill out the form. I'm at the last submit button and I'm so scared. April, you got this. Oh my gosh, I literally feel like my heart is gonna come out of my body. I'm literally about to throw up. 3, 2, 1, go! I made up my mind to click submit, but I didn't realize that that wasn't actually a continue, and now I'm actually at the submit button. Bruh, you gotta be kidding me. Request submitted. Oh my gosh. I literally feel like I'm about to pass out. That took all of my energy for the day. Okay. I think my heartbeat is back to normal. I finally did it. It's real. It feels unreal, but it is happening. I feel like I can crash out for the rest of the day. I'll check back with you later.
So it's set. I'll be starting my medical leave on Wednesday. After letting the news sink in, I went on a date with my boyfriend to Green Lake. We then went to Gao Lao, a new restaurant inspired by the Chinatown in Thailand. We had a great time there until...
Guys, I just got paged and I forgot to bring my laptop. We're driving home right now. Luckily, it only takes 10 minutes. I'll go check on the stuff too right after I get home.
Okay, I finally finished working on the SWE tickets. It took me about 30 to 40 minutes to finish working on them. As I was trying to figure out the reason of one of them, there was a different SWE that paged me. It got me panicky for a second, but luckily both of the issues weren't too bad. One was kind of like an oversensitive alarm, and the other one is because of dependency issues, so there's nothing I could do at the moment. Hopefully, I don't get paged again for the rest of the weekend.
Good morning. I woke up and then all of my lashes fell out, except for this one over here, but it is what it is.
Luckily, over the weekend, I didn't get any pages. We went to a bakery in the morning, and then I was able to fully tap into my creative side. I spent almost all of Saturday editing, and it felt like a victorious day because I finally came up with a system for telling stories that actually works. For dinner, I went to Vaughn's 1000 Spirits in Pioneer Square for my friend's birthday, and then we went to karaoke.
Howdy, it's Sunday. I know I was editing a lot yesterday, but when I was at the birthday dinner, I was still thinking about my edits, and I feel like when I dive into something, I really get tunnel vision, and it's really hard to enjoy the moment. For today, I edited in the morning, but then after that, I decided to take a hard pause and focus on other things in my life. It turned out to be more of a rot day. Now you can find me eating watermelon while watching Only Murders in the Building. I'm just trying to slow down and do intentional rots because maybe that
prevents me from doing involuntary rots when I burn out. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
I just received some of the documents that HR sent me that I will have to send to my physician to sign. And after these, I'll have to go back into the on-call and work on the tickets because today is my last official day of being on-call and tomorrow will be the day where I hand off my on-call to the next person. That will also be my last day at work before I take on medical leave. I will probably also have to tell the team that I need to be taking medical leave tomorrow. It's also a tough conversation to have. Will my manager already know, or do I have to be the one who makes the communication?
Your manager already know. Once you make the request in the system, it's already codified that you are on leave.
Okay. No, I think that's it. Thanks. Oh, and also another update. Apparently, I got this notification from my manager that our team has been chosen to present at our org's ops meeting tomorrow. So the ops meeting is where the on-call go through all the dashboards and graphs that we have on behalf of our team. Apparently, on my very last on-call, they decided that we're gonna get picked. So your girl's gonna have an additional meeting tomorrow to present the dashboard. I've never done it before. It's gonna be interesting. That's probably gonna be the last thing on my plate before taking leave. Okay, I was able to find the root cause. Luckily for this one, we're already seeing recovery, so it was just a transient issue that is resolved now. So that's it of my last day of on-call, and tomorrow morning I'll have to host my last meeting going over what has happened in this past week, and I'll have to do some preparation beforehand, but I don't feel like doing it, so I'm just gonna push it off until later. There's an event that I have to go to this afternoon. It's an event for young theater professionals, and I don't feel like going because I feel a very strong sense of imposter syndrome at the theater space, but I feel like it's a good opportunity to network and to just put myself out there. So even though I'm really scared, I think I'll still try to go and be present and hear what they have to say. I haven't been this anxious about an event for a while. The idea of having to go to a totally brand new place by myself with people that I don't know at all scares me a little bit. And the thing about Seattle is the theater community here, it's really small and I don't know how close I have to be without being unprofessional. And as you can see right now, I'm trying to put on some makeup to make myself feel less like an imposter. This is an event that's targeting at young theater professionals. I feel so much imposter syndrome telling people that I'm a theater professional. Even though I did take commissions in the past and I started really late, I only started doing theater shows in junior year of college. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I go and everyone else is like a theater major and they've been doing this since middle school? I don't feel qualified to go. What if everyone else there has more experience than me? I said that already. I can't talk when I'm doing eyeliners. I realized that it's been a while since I put myself out there. Recently, I've been just so tunnel vision and thinking about my YouTube channel and career. I didn't tell most people that I'm even taking a break from work. I don't feel lonely as in I miss company, but at the same time, now that I have more time in my life to focus on other areas, I should probably pick up interpersonal relationship back up again since I haven't really done that. I went out with a friend that I haven't really talked to for over a year, and when I was grabbing dinner with her, we actually yapped for so long. It's kind of selfish to say, but it really helps me to understand more perspectives too. So I think even just for my own benefit, I should talk to more people instead of just the immediate group of friends that I was with. That's why I'm starting to have a goal of trying to grab lunch with a loose connection once every other week, as well as going to events like this that's coming up next. Hopefully having a goal like that can make me feel less scared and anxious. I feel like I can hear my heartbeat right now. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It was actually a pretty fun event. I was so scared when I was going in because I had really bad imposter syndrome. But when I actually got there, I realized the environment was pretty welcoming. And to my surprise, most people do have a day job. We had a whole 2-hour discussion on how to make connections in the theater space. Initially, I thought it was a me-only problem, but it seems like from the discussion that everyone who attended this event had this problem. But at the same time, I do feel a little bit self-conscious because I was the only Asian. So I felt a
a little bit out of place there, but I'm pretty happy by the end of the night. I did get some contacts and some potential gigs that I might be able to work on, so that's very exciting. This event also showed me that there's so many things that I could learn in the theater space and I want to learn in the theater space, and they host more events like this for about 12 weeks. I'm gonna go home and sign myself up for all the rest of the workshops in the future. I feel like it's a really great way to be able to meet more people that I typically wouldn't be able to meet when I'm in the tech bubble in Seattle. I'm back with my chicken gizzards. I tried these in my last vlog about my weekly spending in Seattle. You can click here to watch it, but it actually grew on me. It's called Izel's Famous Chicken.
It's currently 6 a.m. I woke up sometime around 5 and I couldn't fall asleep because my back was hurting a lot. But while I was just trying to massage myself into sleeping, I actually got paged. Luckily, my teammate from Luxembourg is already working at this time of the day and he was able to take a look at it before I even get out of bed. Seems like it's not a big issue and I just have to comment and close the ticket. But yeah, now that I'm awake, I do have to work on wrapping up the on-call shift as well as preparing for the meeting. But let's do some work.
So this is it. My last week of on-call at Amazon. After so many late night pages, my last presentations went smoothly, which brought a satisfying closure to this chapter. For the first time in months, I can finally pause and give myself space to recover. To help with that, I bought this Today Well Spent journal, and I hope to use the next 90 days to slow down and live more intentionally. Since I got 2 of them, I wanted to give one away, so just leave a comment guessing how many times I got paged this week, and I'll send it to whoever gets it right. Thank you so much for going through this hard but much needed chapter with me, and stay tuned for the healing journey. I'll see you in the next one.